And here we are with Alan Moberg. Alan, it's great to have you with us.
It's really good to be here. Beautiful sunny day, and here in Wetaskiwin, so it's pretty neat. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, it's been a little while since you've had the opportunity to come and visit.
I guess it's a year or so. I kind of lose track. I know I've been here quite a number of times, but I think it's been a bit over a year since I was here.
Yeah, always exciting to have you. So, I guess, can you fill us in a little bit on how things have been going with you since our last visit?
Well, things have been going really well. I drove here for the first time, actually, and that is because I did a little tour in central and northwestern BC on the way. Oh. And so it was great to drive through Jasper and that beautiful drive through the Yellowhead, and popped over here to Wetaskiwin, and so it's good to be doing this place on that tour, and it feels like being home again, actually.
Well, it's just gorgeous coming through the mountains this time of year, too.
Oh, just wonderful.
A little bit inspirational, maybe a song or two come out of it?
No, I'm just pretty thankful to be driving along and saying thanks a lot. Yeah, I didn't get any songs this time, but no, it was really good.
Mm-hmm. So you have been quite busy doing some recording over your career. Had the opportunity to play with a lot of artists, and can you fill us in on a little bit of your background?
Well, I started recording in the 70s, and that's on vinyl, of course, which is a long time ago, and went through the cassette stage, and then I have about, I think, 7 CD albums out now. Worked with George Hamilton IV and folks like that, and some of the better-known musicians around Vancouver and other places, so I've had a pretty good go at it, and still recording. Still would like to do another one. I'm not doing one at the present moment, but I always want to do some more. So
yeah. Now, golly, just such a colorful background with you, working, of course, with your hands all the time, out at sea, working the land, all sorts of stuff.
Well, I came from a fishing background, and so that's right in my soul. The fishing background, which has changed an awful lot now, and did straight music for quite some time, and then lately, and the last 20 years, I guess, I've kind of split it a bit, and I've been out there working as a landscape gardener and doing that, and then popping out on tour and just doing what I can that way. So it's been really good to do the both, because I got a few years on my odometer here, and it's good to have that to keep my body in good shape, and so it seems to work out pretty good.
You've got quite a background as far as the Aboriginal roots in BC.
I have, and actually my northwest BC stop was up in Gitxsan country, where I've been adopted by a family by the name of Harris, Walter Harris, who's a Governor General and a Order of Canada award-winning artist, adopted me, and so that's a very deep family connection, and I went up there this time. I did do a small concert, but as well I visited Walter because he hasn't been feeling that well lately, so it was wonderful to visit him and just sing a few songs to he and his family in private. So that's a very loving connection that I have, and I treasure that very much.
Yeah, it's great to have, just such interesting and diverse roots. It gives you the opportunity to explore so many different avenues. Yeah,
I've been pretty lucky. I'm pretty blessed, I guess you'd say, to have met the people I have, and still am. I'm really happy to meet the new owners here at TAG, Rose, and I haven't met Arnie yet, but I've met Rose and her son Brad, so some more just, they say there's no strangers, just friends you haven't met yet, so.
Yeah, isn't that the truth, eh? Yeah. So what, I guess you mentioned that you're under new management, for lack of a better term, I guess?
You could put it that way. One named Annie Polovchik and she's representing me and another classical guitarist, believe it or not, and she's just been a great help for contacts and paving the way for me to go, and this BC tour that I had was because of Annie's beating the bushes, so that's really good. And so we've got some pretty neat things planned. There's possible something in the States in March in the southeastern United States, so it's looking good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling better about recording or at least performing than ever. So.
Well, we were talking earlier about how difficult it is to try and juggle too many balls at the same time.
Yeah. Well, most of us musicians are not good marketers. There is the odd exception, but most of us aren't that good business administrators. But so it's good. It's good to have somebody in your corner like that.
Exactly. Good for the balladeers to get up on the stage and weave
Yeah.
their magic.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I guess just a little bit again about the background. Some of the artists that you have had the opportunity to work with coming from that era in British Columbia. There was a lot of interesting players.
Well, Ray McCauley would be one who died quite some time ago, but in the there's a Ray McCauley Rising Star Award. I worked with him, a guy by the name of Ed Molesky. I toured with Dick Dameron from your home province here. I opened for Guy Clark from Texas, which was a real thrill. So, met Ian Tyson, haven't played with him, but certainly have swapped stories with him. And there's probably others that I'm not really thinking or that aren't coming to mind right now. But lucky enough to meet Waylon Jennings and Merle Haggart in my day, and get some tips from them. So I've had a time and been very fortunate to have known folks and worked with them, and had the encouragement of a lot of those folks. Just told me to keep on going because they felt I had a natural gift. So
yeah, your music has been an inspiration on a lot of people. Bill Henderson, I know for one, has brought your name up once or twice from Chilliwack.
Yeah. Well, we live on the same island, so that helps. And also Valdy, worked with Valdy. So, and Gary Felgard and I have worked together in the past. So, yeah, there's quite a few, and it's really good to have those associations.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So you hinted at the possible opportunity to pen a few more numbers, possibly?
That's something that hasn't been that prolific lately, but I would certainly like to do more. I think it's just a matter of taking some time and following up on some of the leads I have, but that hasn't been my strong point for a little while now, but the muse, as they say, will always come back. So.
Well, sure, and it's always exciting to revisit some of your old friends from the past as far as the songs go.
Yeah, you bet, yeah.
Do you find that you do any reworking of them, rearranging?
Sometimes,
yeah.
You bet, yeah. Talking about Guy Clark, he will change his songs and sing them different. He says, well, they're my songs, but yeah, there are some that I do. There's one song called The Ballad of Sally June, which is about a native girl who goes to town and sadly doesn't come back. But that one I've reworked. Sometimes you want to make it a little more politically correct, and just a little more, succinct. Yeah. And so sometimes I do that, yes.
Yeah, it's exciting to be able to do that. Well, I do have to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to say hi to us.
Well, thank you so much, Greg, and thank you to CIHS. And I guess Paul, is he still your station manager?
Paula still is.
Yeah. Okay. What else was I going to say? Just thank you to all the fans out there who've supported me, and to all the folks around Wetaskiwin. So God bless you all.
They are great. Thank you very much, Alan.
Okay. Bye-bye.